One decision you made, one small, unimportant decision that you made that changed the whole trajectory.
I started posting photos and videos of our family to the internet in 2013 after a freak accident destroyed our house and all of our photo albums and everything inside. And since then, it's now become a career, and we have over 2 million friends and followers that we get to share our lives with. And it's the most amazing thing ever. And I'm so grateful.
Small, unimportant decision that you made that changed the whole trajectory of your life.
3 years ago, I decided to go on a solo backpacking trip through Europe. And after planning the trip, looking at flights, itineraries, and costs, I decided to skip Germany entirely on my trip. But I started my trip in Prague for the work conference, and after work one day, I decided to go get a glass of wine. I spent a couple of hours at a bar with a couple of friends, got bored, and decided to leave. And after not being very successful at trying to find a new place, I stopped on the street to Google a place to go. And that's when my future husband approached me and introduced himself. He and his friends had been in Prague for a bachelor party. They had also gotten bored at the club that they were at previously. They'd also wandered their way down the street. And that's when my US American self met my German husband on a random street in Prague. And we definitely never would have met because I never planned to go to Germany in the first place. He visited me on a couple more places on that trip. We dated long distance for 4 months before he proposed, and my son and I immigrated to Germany.
Okay, I want to know, what is one decision you made, one small, unimportant decision?
So I feel like my one small decision I made that changed my life forever was I had a coworker / my best friend text me asking if I would watch a 6-week-old baby that she was watching for another friend. And I said sure, not knowing anything, being a single 22-year-old. Went and got the pack and play from my grandma's, that was my niece's, brought it home. Fast forward to now, and she is 10 months old, and she is legally my daughter. I wouldn't trade her for anything, and I am so glad I said yes to babysitting.
Okay, so this is the official story of time of how I acquired a 6-week-old and she became my daughter. So on November 12th last year, I went and picked Harper up from my friend to babysit her. She was 6 weeks old. She was very little. She looked malnourished. She just was not well. I had asked my friend, I was like, what is the situation? Why do you have a 6-week-old? And she gave me the full story of basically that Harper's parents just were not capable of caring for her. Harper is one of 5. She is the youngest. She has 4 other sisters, the oldest being 6. So when I first held Harper, she fell asleep in my arms instantly, and I instantly fell in love with her. My friend was like, yeah, it's a shame you can't adopt her. And I was like, I know, I'd take her in a heartbeat. We were casually kind of joking about it, but I think we both knew that she needed someone, and I think I knew deep down that I needed her. And so I scooped her up and took her to my grandma's house. Once we were at my grandma's house, I said, hey, what would you think if I adopted this little girl? And my grandma was like, are you crazy? And I was like, well, kind of. She was like, are you even capable of doing that? And I was like, I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. And so once I got my family on board, Harper was basically just with us on and off. She would be with me for a couple weeks, then go with her bio parents for a few days, and then come back to me. In April, I got Harper full-time after she was found malnourished in her pack and play at her bio parents' apartment. After that, I made it my personal goal to never let her go back to that situation again. DHS would not get involved. They said it wasn't bad enough. So this is not through foster care or anything. This is privately done. In July, so last month, her bio parents got arrested. Now, for weeks, I had already been asking the mom if I could just have Harper temporarily so they could get back on their feet. and she avoided me like the plague. And then when they got arrested, it was like kind of a perfect storm. I had already had a lawyer drawing up papers ready to fight the bio mom in court for this baby. When the bio mom was arrested, she called me from the jail and said, "I will sign Harper over to you as long as you promise to take care of her." And I said, "Absolutely, I will always take care of her. My goal has always been to keep her happy, healthy, and safe." So this is part 2. So after the bio mom agreed to sign Harper over to me, I took a piece of paper up to the jail, and they have a notary there, and I made her sign it in the jail cell and had it notarized. What I didn't know at the time is that the bio mom's sister was also trying to get custody of all the kids, and she got an emergency custody order from the Cherokee Nation saying that she could have all the kids. So essentially she lied, saying that she could have all of these kids and take them back to the nation, which I don't know if anybody knows this, fighting the Cherokee Nation is absolutely hard. And so when the bio mom got out of jail, she essentially had to call the nation and dissolve the order. And all this while, I was essentially hiding my kid. So nobody came and took her from me. So the bio mom actually worked on our side and got the order dissolved. And then that was on a Thursday. And by that Friday at 2:30 p.m., the judge granted me permanent guardianship of my little girl, who's right here, because she just woke up from a nap. You say hi? She's absolutely adorable and absolutely one of the best things that has happened to me in my life. Our next step is adoption in 6 months to a year. In the state I'm in, you have to wait after having guardianship that long in order to do that. I had several lawyers tell me this was a near impossible adventure to take on, and I'm glad I found the right lawyer to take on the journey with me. And she told me that I was going to get my baby, and she wasn't wrong. Here she is. Can you say hi? Anyways, that is the story of how I got my little girl.
One decision you made, one small, unimportant decision that you made that changed the whole trajectory.
2.5 years ago, I made a phone call to my ex-husband's new wife in hopes of coming to a place of civility after 2.5 years of an extensive, high-conflict custody battle. And now, 2.5 years later, she and I co-host a Top 100 podcast, and our family is on a reality television show that documents our life, our journey, and our big blended family. That one phone call of getting him out of my own way 2.5 years ago completely changed the course of my life. And the best thing out of it all is I gained a best friend and a soulmate for the rest of my life, because she is my other half.
Decision you made, one small, unimportant decision that you made that changed the whole trajectory of your life.
Okay, so in 2015, we went on a cruise for our family vacation. And the first night we got on the boat, my mom was like, "Carrie, you need to go to the kids club and like make friends." There was like a club for 15 to 17-year-olds, and I thought I was too cool for it. I was like, "I'm not going in. That sounds stupid." Well, she convinced me to go in, and I saw this guy. I was like, "He's really cute." And he came up and talked to me and asked where I was from. And then he was like, "Do you want to go get ice cream?" I said yes. I was like, "Okay, sure, why not?" So it was a 7-day cruise, and we ended up hanging out every day, like all day. At the end of the cruise, I was really sad because I was like, "I'm never going to see you again." I was from North Carolina. He was from Alabama. It's just not going to work out. Here he is for the first time visiting me in North Carolina. And here we are now, married, going on 5 years with 2 boys.
You take away the things we share. Hope you don't mind how I need you like the air. Let me see your hands in the air. Together let's move like we just don't care. Nobody can take away the things we share. Hope you don't mind how I need you like the air. The way I love you, they don't understand. And it's crazy how you're my best friend. You're always in in my mind. Let's dance to the rhythm of your heartbeat. The way I love you, they don't understand. And it's crazy how you're my best friend. You're always in my mind. Let's dance to the rhythm of your heartbeat. Dance with me, 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 dance with me. Oh my love, can you dance with me? Dance with me, yeah.